So I just did $9.1 thousand of annual premium without any massively big cases, all selling over the phone in the last about 26 hours. And in this video, I want to share with you exactly how I did it, what systems that I have in place so that we can consistently pump volume out. Well, right now we're averaging about $8,000 in sales a day as a team, but personally I did $9,000 in the past 26 hours. So number one, I think the very first thing is while I'm, by the way, like personally producing, while I have a team that's doing about 50,000 a week on average right now, just in our free lead program, and the brokers maybe do an extra 15 to 25,000 a week. So a decent size agency on pace to do 400,000 a month. And so right now it's like I'm still in the field, still producing, making sure my axe is sharpened. But number one thing that you have to have in place is a dialed in script. Okay. And what I mean by that is having a framework that you take a client through every single time. You're able to get replicatable and consistent results month in and month out, day in and day out. And it's not personality driven, rather like I do have some personality in the sales, right? Like yesterday, my last sale I got done and the person was praying. She's like, hey, because we connected on a spiritual level and I mentioned that I was a Christian. She was a Christian as well. And she was like, ended up praying for me at the very end of it, which was amazing, right? Talk about a client relationship, talk about a client for life, somebody praying for you in your business and that you would succeed and thrive is amazing. So you got to have personality, but it's got to be process driven. So it's not saying using these weird, like, oh, hey, John, this is just Johnny. Yeah, how are you doing? It's like that's such a classic sales pitch. And so it's being able to talk to people, right? But also really have the conversation based around the pain, have the conversation based around what are they trying to do? What are they trying to accomplish? Can I be able to, can I give my product? Can I find a way to solve their problem? And so that I can sell them the solution with what I have, right? And it's sorting, not selling. So it's not like you're not going to sell everybody, right? And you don't want to sell everybody because not everybody should be a client, but it's being able to find the exact problem, isolate and identify that, and then give them your product as the solution to their problem because you built so much pain in there. And so the framework is all designed to find the problem that you are trying to solve. So once you do that, then you can kind of go into whatever it is. So a lot of people focus on objections, which is valid. And that's what I thought originally as well. But objections are only a symptom of the real problem. The real problem was in the discovery. There was a discovery, something earlier on that they mentioned that was a sign that they were going to give that type of objection. It's called an obstacle. So the obstacles come before the actual sale is made, right? Hormozi talks about that a lot. And so what you want to do is you want to find these obstacles that are going to be thrown your way, or that could be thrown your way. And you want to overcome those before they become real objections, because real objections are a lot more challenging to deal with. However, the top people know how to overcome them. I dialed in my discovery process before I even ever pitch, because then we're on the same side of the table here. And so whenever you're getting a lot of objections, you want to really actually look at your discovery. You want to look at a few minutes before and understand, okay, what signs, what yellow to red flags and signs were they showing me and flashing before me before they actually became objections. So that's number one, having a dialed in process. Number two, I think, is the mindset and having the conviction internally that I know I'm a savage, that I know I'm there to help and be in the best interest of these clients, because if I don't help them, They're going to be put in a worse product. They may be put in a 2-year waiting period when I can get them day one coverage. And if I can't actually help them overcome their own concerns because they genuinely want the product, okay? So it's a mindset change to go from, hey, I'm just trying to sell because of me. It's going into, I'm trying to help because of them, because of their situation. Because if they actually don't get this in place, what actually happens? Their family's going to have to come out of pocket. They're going to have to start a GoFundMe, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So it's actually going down the framework yourself and understanding and thinking logically, right? Not just about the script and not just what to say, but you actually think about this. Okay, what actually happens if they don't get this policy in place? Most of the time, I mean, the average American has $1,000 or less saved up. So a cremation costs $3,000, $5,000 in the future, right? Depending on how insane you want to go, right? A burial costs $6,000 to $10,000. And so if you don't actually understand that and you don't actually see that and understand that, then okay, what's going to happen? Their kids are going to have to pay for it. The spouse is going to have to pay for it, etc. Have to start a GoFundMe, get credit cards, get a loan. That's what actually happens. So if you understand that, they're getting this type of policy that they can afford on a month-to-month basis so they can pay for that, game's over. Because there's an internal conviction to be able to help them, okay? Another thing that I want to share is the mindset of whenever you get a win, you want to double down. It's so hard to get momentum. It's so hard. We build ourselves up. We say affirmations. We make sure we hit our morning routine. But once we actually start getting momentum and start getting wins, why not just triple and quadruple down on that? So whenever I got a sale, I was like, boom, I'm going to use this momentum to be able to go into the next one. And it's like, how fast can I get the next sale? How fast can I get the next one? Because mindset is so key in sales. Sales is like 90% a mental game. So if your mental game is already there, it's locked in, you're physiologically, something, whatever. Your psychology, like everything is already moving in the direction. You have momentum. You already made a sale. You already saw it work. It's like, do it again as fast as possible. One of the biggest mistakes that I made in the past, it was like almost 3 years ago, actually. I did a 24K. I did 24K in like 5 days. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to take the weekend off because I did it, right? And it wasn't that I took the weekend off, but it was like I relaxed emotionally because I'm like, okay, I'm good. And that was one of the biggest mistakes that I made. So whenever you get momentum, whenever you actually start hitting the goals that you have, whenever you get that first sale, it's like, hey, instead of saying, okay, great, I got my first sale before 8, now I can pretty much have a free day. It's like, no, how can I get 2 before 12, 3 before 3, 4 before 5? That's the mindset that I had in these times, and let alone, not even to mention an amazing dialer that I'm able to get 30, 40, 50 contacts a day. Not even to mention the leads and having really solid quality leads that are generated all in-house. These are all pluses, but I think the biggest thing is having a locked-in savage mindset when you are head down, you're locked in, you're focused on what's at hand, right? And you're focused on helping the person right in front of you. So this is exactly how I was able to do just over $9,000 in 26 hours. You can do the same if you have the right systems, right processes, the mindset, the skill set to be able to become a savage at sales. So if you want to join my sales team, link is in bio. Peace.